are live, everybody. This is Tabletop Junkie bringing you a special promo stream today, and I'm doing this to show off my intro. And so, yes, that I just got that intro today, courtesy of Mr. Jace Fox here.
My pleasure, man.
Here's his channel. And Jace, why don't
Thank
you
you.
say a few words? Because I was so stoked about that. I wanted to make sure I showed that off. I wanted to make sure people saw that. So why don't you promote yourself here real quick?
Well, I'm Jace Fox.
Okay. Let me blow you. Hang on, let me blow you up real quick.
You want to blow me?
No. This is not working out for me today. Why is this not working out? Oh, there we go.
Hey, you'll learn.
There we go.
So there we go. So yeah, as people know, I'm Jace Fox, founder of 540 Studio, and I'm an editor, writer, and all that kind of stuff. And we talk about pop culture and a lot of other stuff. And a lot of new plans are coming. So yeah. And it's nice to be here with you, Tabletop, and I'm happy you're happy with the intro, man. I'm happy to see some joy in you, man.
I appreciate the intro, brother, and I love you and everything. You've been you've been one of my biggest supporters since I've been streaming. I did not think I would ever actually get to talk to you in person, and then when you finally talked to me in person, I was kind of a giddy little schoolgirl. I got to say that.
Yeah, so, I thought you were going to say you were extremely let down. And...
No, like we said,
you better be careful, otherwise he's going to make a new avatar for you with the proper attire for that schoolgirl look.
Yeah, like we said on the stream yesterday at Tabletop, I love you in the most heterosexual way.
Yes, we did a stream last night. I will not lie, I was being completely obnoxious, but I was having a bad day, and I felt like you needed to pick me up. I needed to pick me up. We needed some laughs, and then Chris just took everything over and was a dick.
That was so funny. That is so funny. That was so funny. I loved it because I have given Chris control over StreamYard too. So we had like this fight with changing people's names and kicking each other. Such a fucking great time. Just having fun.
So yeah, I was so stoked about that intro, and unfortunately for this week, because of what we got going on, which I will. That will be my ending, is me promoting myself. But meanwhile, I'm here to promote other people. First, I'm going to give everyone else the reins here and there. But I wanted to definitely get that out there. And I wanted a longer stream than just 5 minutes. And I wanted to show you how important you are to me. So
yeah,
that's how important you are to me.
Well, Tabletop, you are important to us too, man.
I appreciate that.
That's why you're a big part of the panel now. Like you're a part of 540 in a way. So yeah.
Well, we're going to keep doing this. So the next person I definitely want to promote, because they are here, and I want to make sure that they get to talk about themselves first, is we're going to allow TShirtHistorian take over real quick. Here we go.
That's you again. That's him.
Yeah,
that's me.
Why don't you talk about yourself and tell us what you got going on?
Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. This is your TShirtHistorian, and I've got a show. 4 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube, where we do the Week in Geek. And sometimes I actually have Jason, mostly Ironcaster, on there. But we talk about all kinds of cool stuff. And topics vary from week to week, depending on what's happened. But we try to keep it upbeat, and we try to stay positive in an increasingly negative pop culture world. Although here lately, tabletop RPG seems to be the main subject, which is why I have a second show on Tuesdays at 9 a.m., which is called Dungeons and Discussions, where my co-host Grim and I discuss different aspects of tabletop role-playing games. So, hope you can tune in, hope you enjoy, plus, my various game posts and crazy other things that I do.
Yep.
All right, well, very well said, I gotta tune in on that on Tuesdays too. I just can't remember why I keep missing it. Well, what time is it again?
9 a.m. Central Standard Time.
So that's
However,
like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we're on hiatus at the moment.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
just want to make sure. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing it, because I was neglecting just to check my schedule. Because I have things like this written down.
No, I started the Dungeons and Discussion thing at 9 a.m. in the mornings because that was the best time for Grim because he's over in England, and I'm like, I don't want to stress this guy out and have to keep going
Yeah.
late night for him. So
Yeah,
Right,
it's
right.
it's so similar to me and him because he lives in the UK and shit, and I live in Norway, and we have basically the same time zone.
mhm.
So I feel him, and I feel that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I try to be nice to everybody. I wish I could get Ironcaster on those days too, but he's at work too. So
Hey, I mean, you do me the benefit of like helping my day get by.
well, okay, then that's worth it then.
Yep.
Got something right here.
All right.
I'm just gonna leave this streaming just for people to just let this go across. To, just not saying anything, just throwing it out there. All
He
right,
will
where
wash your car. He will wash your cars in a tank in a crop top and hot pants.
Oh
Do we know anyone
no!
who
Oh
sells
no!
Do we know anyone who sells crop tops, Jace?
No.
I do.
No. I'm not.
I
Oh, what a
do.
coincidence!
My name is
What a
not Sparta.
coincidence.
My name is not Sparta Chris. I like to. I like to think. I like to think I'm more respectful than that.
Ooh.
Well, originally,
Hey, that guy took
I
cheap shots at me last night, so I
yeah,
told him it was on.
Yep.
yeah,
I'm
the
gonna
fight's on. The
have
fight's
to
on.
get Chris some burn cream.
Some burn.
Well,
No,
you
if
know what? Talking about burn cream, I'm a fan of a lot of actors, Jason Momoa being one of them. But here I've got someone who I think might be in love with him a little bit. So we're going to talk about the famous Jason Momoa lover and allow him to promote himself. My man Ironcaster
What do
right
you
here.
even do? What?
There we go.
there.
I'm just gonna
Oh man.
go off screen here.
Of course you are.
Right, because you had
I have
Jason
video.
Momoa on your screen. While we were talking, you're like, oh crap, you mentioned it.
Caster,
No.
what is that? What is that picture?
Oh. It's from a Twitter account that just draws pictures of like nuns and ducks.
Jeez.
It's really funny. I like that. You've sent me a lot of stuff with that.
Yes.
So, Ironcast, what do you got going on your channel? Anything so far, or let's talk about
at
that.
the moment, I'm kind of in a kind of hovering. Like I gotta kind of redecide what I want to do going forward, and
Fair enough. All right. Well, so just folks, for these people that have came out today and has promoted themselves. And I know Ironcaster didn't do much at the moment because he's kind of in between, which is fine because I hear a lot of people are right now. I know that I'm going to add that to the stream. Hang on, give me a second here. Boop, boop, boop. And there we go.
Yeah. This is the account. It's just wholesome photos of like nuns and ducks.
Yep. Just wholesome. Just like my profile picture.
There's a sheep right there. I'm just going to point that out. It's not just all nuns and
Mhm.
ducks.
No, of course not. But
And then how about the photo that says we are sheep lovers?
they're
I don't
Welsh.
think they meant that literally.
How do we know?
Look,
Easter choir? Okay. All right.
everyone loves singing.
Fair enough.
Although I don't know about this taxes yummy.
Oh. Well,
Yeah, I mean,
maybe they help people file their taxes while getting tax breaks.
oh, I hate taxes, man.
Yeah, I got mine
See,
done not
it
too
just-
long ago. So.
It's just wholesome nuns and ducks.
Wow.
And frogs.
So while we're sitting here watching, there's a lot of frogs in there. What is that? The plague?
That's the frog nun.
They look
Frog
happy
nun.
though.
She's
So
turning
wait,
gay.
We love frogs. Okay, so they love sheep, frogs, ducks, and it looks like there's a porcupine on that one nun.
Hedgehog.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hedgehog. Okay, hedgehog. My bad.
Yes, a hedgehog.
And what is that? A lemur or an ostrich? Oh, he changed.
Emu? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there, right there. Yep, it's right there.
I love the description for him up at the top there. It says like she was badly injured.
And they got a magnifying glass.
Oh, it's so great.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to why we're all here. All right, so for anyone who's watching and or any potential future viewers, these are the people that I'm promoting as the three main people that did show up. They promoted themselves. I allowed them to do that. So yay! Thank you guys for coming out too as well. But I wanted to bring up some things. Jace, I don't know if you're aware of everything that Chris has planned for the other one, but would you like to promote the other channel for Chris? Real quick.
Oh yeah, the other channel. We created a side channel for Chris with 540 Studio. So it's called 540 Echo, and it's Chris doing more of his stuff, of things that he wants to do, and we are gonna continue the Star Wars show, Tales from the Jedi Archives, that we started on our main channel. But we thought that we are gonna put that over to 540 Echo with Spartacus, as he calls himself now, and he will decide what he wants to do with it. Because it's a part of the company, but it's like I want everyone who works in my company. I want them to have their stuff too. I want them to make stuff, and Chris has a lot of potential of stuff that he wants to make. So yeah, a lot of the things that's gonna happen over there. A lot of Star Wars stuff, at least, that we have planned out.
That is very good, Jace. And could everyone please? I know we all know this person. They came by, they decided to say hi, and we have Pops in the house. Say hey, everybody.
Hail, Pops.
Hey, Pops.
Hey there.
Hey, man. It's good to see you, Pops.
Pops is another one. Pops is another one that I'm promoting today. I did get permission from him. So yep, I want to promote Pops' channel as well. There's that. By the way, just so everybody is clear, all of these people I'm promoting today that I have permission to promote today, plus the people that are here today, all these links are going to go into my description. So I do urge all my viewers and future viewers to please like and subscribe, check out their works, leave comments. Pretty sure everyone would like to hear positive feedback and positive comments in such a negative world. And that's what I stand for. I stand for the tree hugging positivity and the negative world.
And if you have nothing nice to say, you can on our channel you can just say that stupid Swedish guy with one meatball. Even
We're just gonna call him the tabletop hippie.
I am
tabletop hippie.
I have actually went under that name a couple times in a couple of Jason's streams. And yeah, that's fair, Pops. That I think you mentioned that to me before, but we still wanted to promote you. Get your channel out there and have everyone check you out, because you've also been a big supporter of me. You've come in on, I think this is the third stream that I've done. You came in, you popped in, you've mentioned that you're here, and you're a bigger streamer than I am, and I appreciate you very much.
He's the dad of the fellowship, as we always say.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I got a question for everyone here. I'm sure we all like TTRPGs. I'm sure we all like tabletops. What do you guys think of Savage Worlds?
No, Jace doesn't like TTRPGs. He doesn't like anything. He's a Norwegian. He's cold and brutal and hates everything.
They don't like things.
That's funny. That's funny because he's showing up to my TTRPG.
Yes, I
this
am.
week.
I am. I already have my character made, basically, and
well, you have an idea. We're doing character creation behind scenes tomorrow after the announcement.
Oh, we're gonna take away your black metal badge. You're not dark enough anymore.
I'm just gonna say, I'm a pretty sexy femboy.
Let's start with Ironcaster here, real quick. Ironcaster, I know you're big into some RPGs, but have you ever did the Savage World system at all?
No, I can't say I'm really familiar with Savage Worlds.
Okay, all right. So you haven't. How about you, T-shirted?
I played it once. I actually own the books. I've kind of read through them once, and my group did not want to do it. So I'm like, okay, well, got them here in case they're ever an option.
All right. Have anyone? Now, I'm pretty sure we all know about Deadlands, correct? With the Savage World system. Okay. Have you ever played Deadlands personally, or did you just do the sandbox system?
I've never actually played Deadlands. The guy you want for Deadlands is Grim because he is.
Oh man, I wish he was here then.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
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 you want me to see if I can hit him up for you?
yeah, sure. Let's see if we can get him in here. I'd love to have Grim in here.
All right.
I'm trying to get some stuff off of Grim's site because I like it. It just I have not been able to find the right time to purchase anything right now because due to finances.
That's the very human thing. I got familiarized with Deadlands due to Mr. Welch's video.
Ah, okay. I never hosted Deadlands once, but I did purchase the books a couple years ago. Actually, no, I lied. I purchased those books almost 10 years ago because I think I purchased sometime between 2014 and 2016. It even might have been more narrow, like 2015, 2016. It's hard to say. It was years ago, and I only remember that because I purchased them before I made a huge move from state to state, and this was before I moved from my current state I'm currently living in to another state, and then I came back home. Found out my state's better. So,
yeah, can't agree.
Yep. So I bring up Deadlands for a reason because there was a new book that Pinnacle Entertainment has did, and it was a different version of Deadlands. And I bring this up because I have gotten this person's permission. Her name is Carrie Smith, and that is her link right there to her channel. And she did. I was attracted to her work. Because I looked up something on Deadlands, or I did something that dealt with the Wild West, and I accidentally stumbled upon her channel, and I started watching her Deadlands actual play she did with cast members, but it didn't feel like an actual play. It felt more like a movie. She did a really good job. I recommend checking her out, subscribing to her, just checking out some of her work. She's done other works like Call of Cthulhu. And I'm really big with Call of Cthulhu. I just haven't done an actual play with that yet. I have played Call of Cthulhu twice with the 7th edition. I currently
check her out.
Yeah. So give her a check. I loved her. I loved her Deadlands story. They are kind of long here and there, but I powerhoused. And within a few days, I powerhoused her stuff so that way I could see her. Premieres live because she just sort of does pre-recording and then she does premieres. So yeah, she does good work, and I was attracted, so I was trying to see if I could get her name out there, get more people, get her some more subscribers and likes and stuff, because that's what I do. I support people who do TTRPGs. I mean, what can I say? I'm the tabletop junkie for a reason, right? So I wanted to get her name out there because, she did Deadlands, and I'm trying to check out her other work, but I've been kind of super busy. But I wanted to at least promote her today. I'm just in a promoting mood.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna check her out, man. I'm interested.
All right, yeah, definitely. Any word from Grim, or he's probably sleeping because isn't he like across the world or something?
It'd be like 6 or 7 there right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So not that bad.
Yeah,
okay.
I checked in with him, but I haven't gotten a response yet. So I guess he's either mulling it over or I don't know. But usually, Sundays are okay for him.
Oh, okay. All right. Just making sure. And I just wanted to say hello to Hope for TTRPGs. Carrie is awesome. Yes, she definitely is. That brings me up to my next promotion. Is Hope for TTRPGs. I stumbled upon her by accident too after stumbling across Carrie's channel. And I ended up showing up to a few of her streams, and she doesn't do YouTube. She does Twitch. So I do have her Twitch stream right here. I wanted to promote her today because the last few streams I was a part of, she didn't do any TTRPGs actual plays, or at least I wasn't able to catch any, but she has done basically Pokemon. I'm a big Pokemon fan. I haven't been for a while, but I'm getting back into it. I actually have someone who's trying to get me into Pokemon right now, and she's mad that I don't have Pokemon yet. Not Hope, but the other person I'm talking about.
Okay, we need to have a stream where we fight what's best, Digimon or Pokemon.
Ooh. I don't know if I could be a part of that stream, to be honest.
I would love to fight you on that.
The issue is I love them both.
Digimon is the best.
I love them both. Well, you know what? That goes back to we should have a fight of Star Trek and Star Wars, but the issue is I love them both too.
That Star Wars is the best.
Yeah, why fight, man? Let's just enjoy all of it. It's fine.
Exactly.
That's the
Obviously,
fun thing,
the
basic
correct answer, by the way,
stories and
is
everything,
Stargate.
I can't do that one either because I'm a big Stargate fan.
So obviously, you could pick a side there.
I choose my side, all of them.
I mean, you're the one pushing for the debate.
What bait are we talking about?
Hey, Brie Larson or Amber
Amber.
Turd?
Oh,
Oh my god! Oh man,
Who-
that's another impossible choice.
ooh.
I don't like either one of them.
Whoever wins, we all lose.
You're right. Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh yes, you know what? Thank you for sharing that because I have not been able to catch this a lot. So yes, this is from Hope. Everybody, she does do a lot of community streams, variety gaming, and guests on a ton of other actual plays. So yes, she is out there. Please check her out. Check out her Twitch channel and follow her, like and follow her. Science fiction. Do I have anyone who's doing science fiction right now? Oh, well, yeah, actually I do. Speaking of science fiction stuff, such as, Star Trek, Stargate and whatnot. What do you guys think about Warhammer 40K, the miniature game?
Too expensive.
Haven't played it or done it.
Me neither. What about you, Ironcaster?
I mean, Warhammer is fun. It's got some great, interesting lore, though half of it's all stolen from virtually everything else. But it is fun.
Okay.
I mean, just kind of delve into the world and like spend a little bit of time. Like, oh yes, I think today I'm going to learn about the Necrons.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
Necrons. Okay. Well, let's go broader then. How about miniature gaming? Period. Do you, for those who do TTRPGs, I don't personally use miniatures, but have any of you guys used miniatures?
Oh yeah. I kind of mix it up. Depending on what's going on, and hey, if I have a really cool mini.
And do anyone here do miniature paintings?
No. Wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I think someone's lying to me. My bullshit meter is like off the chart.
No, I'm actually gonna start doing that. I have gotten more into it, so I want to start it myself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that is sharp, guys. Now,
this-
Ironcaster, is that's just the primal. That's not painted, correct? Or is that painted?
Right, this one's only prime so far, but
Okay,
it is a little dwarf in a barrel.
Dwarf in a barrel.
Oh, and a cat.
And a kitty.
And a cat.
There's a
Aw.
kitty.
Kitty. I do that every time. Carrie was really notorious for having a cat just show up on her stream, like right in her camera on some things. And every time I saw one, I left a comment saying kitty because I have cats too. I have 5 cats.
Nice.
That's a
And
lot.
T-
That's a
I
lot.
have a well, I just got a couple in the mail.
Oh, awesome.
I still got a
nice.
prime.
I thought you
Okay.
meant cats for me. You got a couple of cats in the mail? What the heck? Mail order cats.
Did you order cats on Amazon or something?
Yeah. You put them in water overnight, they turn into full-size cats.
Ironcaster, did you pre-order the Cats movie on somewhere and you ended up with a DVD of Cats?
I got the butthole cut.
Oh, jeez. Please tell me you're kidding. I only meant that to be a joke. I don't know. I just don't really care for that movie. Like, I was sitting down and the girl I was with at the time, she's like, "Oh, you should watch Cats with me." And I watched Cats and I said, "I know this is a Broadway play," and that's what they kept making the movie look like. There was I could not really spot the CGI because if they had any in there, it was not really broadcasted that they had any. So I was like, "Oh no, this is just creepy." So I'm like, "Yeah, I can't do this." And she's like, "Well, what do you want to watch?" I said, "Have you ever heard of Sweeney Todd on the Demon Barber on Fleet Street?"
Wait, what did you say?
Sweeney Todd.
Oh yes,
Demon
Winnie
Barber on
Todd.
Fleet
Yeah, of
Street.
course. Yeah, of course, man. Of course.
Yeah. Well, she never heard of it. And
Johnny
she said,
Depp, man.
so I showed it to her. I said, "It's got Johnny Depp in it.
Oh,
Helen
such
Bonham
a
Carter."
good
So
movie.
we sat and
I'm
watched
gonna
it.
go
and
move the cat.
And she's like, "Oh, I wanted to watch Cats, which was more child friendly." I'm like,
Cats. Oh my god.
"Yeah." I'm like,
Dude,
"Yeah,
I've
this
never
is
seen a
better."
movie. The trailer was enough.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So
Sweeney
T-shirt,
Todd
did
is a
I
good movie.
right? So
What?
T-shirt, did I saw that you had what was that Minotaur in your camera there?
Yeah, it's a Minotaur.
Oh, cool, cool. Can we see it one more time?
Yeah, actually, I was gonna go grab something a little more impressive, but
Oh, okay, well then do that too. Either or.
okay, give me a sec then.
If you got something more impressive, let's see it.
Definitely.
It's gonna be a big thing. Oops.
Well, why he's grabbing one, the reason why I bring up miniatures is another streamer that I support, and I've caught every stream she's done on Saturday, or they have done on Saturday, excuse me, I should be using the correct terms, is the Mini Chemist. And she has they have a Twitch channel. I gotta keep going with that. They have a Twitch channel. I don't think they're on YouTube, but I do go to Twitch. I have my own Twitch, but I don't broadcast on Twitch. Not yet anyway. I'm trying to work on that. But they do a lot of miniature paintings, and I love them. The couple I've seen them do is I've seen them do Cats and Dogs, which was a D&D 5e supplement.
Okay, that's cool.
I've seen them do that. I've seen them do some miniatures from the Warhammer. I think she called them the Swarty Sisters. And where they just make me think of necromancers because they have skulls on their like armor and stuff, and they have guns and like really cool swords. So I would definitely say check them out. They're really, the paintings are really interesting. They just did a dragon painting this Saturday where they painted a nice little rock dragon, and it looked awesome. It looked very awesome. So please go to their channel, and like and subscribe, please, and thank you.
Yeah.
From her to me, or from them to me. I'll work on that. All right, now that looks like that's a Minotaur. Okay, cool.
That's very cool.
That is a more detailed. I think that was more detailed Minotaur than you showed the last one. I love the horns.
Yeah, T-shirt, you're muted, by the way, if you're talking or something.
What's up?
No, T-shirt is muted.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know he was muted.
Muted. There you go. Yeah, it's this is a Minotaur Druid. And yeah, you can see I did some OSL for the little green glowing thing. But the one you can really see good. This is my white Giga Lion.
Oh,
that's nice.
Wow. Wow. Awesome.
Yeah, he means business.
Yeah.
This is from Kingdom Death.
Yeah. I really love it. It looks amazing, dude.
Thank you.
You D&D adventurers walk into this, like, near this waterfall, and all of a sudden a Giga Lion pops up, and it's like, oh, crap, and you're all shredded.
And he's kind of anatomically correct.
Yep. Oh, my God, really?
Yep. Well, it's got a little hefty pair of nuts there.
Oh, wow.
And you can see all the little heads in the recess down there.
The heads are fine. The heads are awesome.
It's amazing, dude. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, when this thing hits the table, I want people to be kind of like, "Oh God, we're gonna die."
Yeah. Kind of like you don't want them to be like the first set of adventurers from that show Vox Machina. We'll take on the peril, and then they all die instantly.
Yeah. I actually like that cartoon. I can't say much for Critical Role because I'm not a fan, but honestly I find it boring. But I did enjoy the Vox Machina cartoon. I thought it was pretty fun, and it was enjoyable to watch. So
very awesome. Yes.
So
what do we got here,
I grabbed a few books off the shelf, so I've got a few things to show off.
Cool. Show off.
For example, this is called The Champions of the Electrocube War. It's totally not obvious what they're doing here.
No. Are we showing off books today too? Because I've got a lot.
Show off some books.
This is an OSR rule book that kind of about playing giant transforming robots.
That doesn't sound like anything I've ever heard of before. That's amazing. Is that a new idea?
Might be
fabulous.
I
know.
didn't think Ironcaster liked, mecha things, man.
No.
Thought he hated it.
You find out so many interesting things about people when you get up on YouTube.
Yes, you do.
Ironcaster's actually into mecha, and
Yeah.
they have a
The
role
green one
game.
looks like a Master Chief.
Yeah, no.
It's more
No.
Halo than the Halo show.
Yes,
It
that's
is.
more Halo than the Halo show. That says a lot, man.
I haven't seen the Halo show, but yeah, it sounds terrible.
So this
It is
book was
terrible.
a compilation of I think 3 individual PDFs. They put them together, and we actually got an actual book. And so, for example, this particular chapter was about gestalts. So if you wanted to make a group of combining robots, well, you have that option. And yeah, this was just kind of a fun little book to pick up.
Okay, now all of a sudden I want to pick that up.
I'll send you some links later.
Oh, very awesome. Appreciate that. Ooh, what do we got there? I see Mech Warrior Destiny.
So this is the role-playing game.
Okay.
It's more of a rules light role-playing game for BattleTech that's supposed to be pluggable into the actual big giant mecha, big giant robot game. It's got your standard kind of like, oh, here's all the different houses, and obviously, by the way, America's the best.
Steiner.
Steiner's a close second, but it's better than
Leo.
Oh,
You're a Liao.
Liao, whatever they call it. Yeah.
Liao.
Capellan trash. I'm Steiner.
Yeah, this is just it's pretty simple. I think it's just a 2d6 to play.
Yeah.
And you can plug the stats for your pilot into the actual game itself, to the actual tabletop rule set if you want to go from having a generic soldier to having your actual pilot.
Okay.
So then you can effectively scale up and use any actual BattleTech miniatures to then play out combat. And then if you want to get out, and then you can, do missions inside of the city, you could then use the Mech Warrior Destiny for your character.
Yeah.
Somebody's cat's meowing.
Yeah,
that's Nova. He just got a treat, and now he
wants more.
Begging for attention.
Give me cuddles.
Mm-hmm.
Command your own destiny.
God.
Oh, I don't know anything about that
Godbound.
game. That game. I've nothing. Ironcaster. What is that game about?
Why? It's about playing demigods.
Really?
I know. We have
Amazing.
Skull for the Skull Throne.
Wow.
I see Power Rangers.
I know.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
No, never.
I'm extremely intimate with that book.
No. Which one, Godbound or the other one?
Godbound. I run lots of Godbound. I like Godbound immensely.
I gotta
get around to some of these. I need to get around to actually playing. Like one of my next games I'm going to be running is going to be for gangbusters. So I get to play a bunch of 1920s, gritty crime detective noir stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you start playing Godbound, it's insanely addictive.
Oh, this is one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, once players get the taste of the words of power, it's going to be like they're not going to want to go back to regular D&D.
Oh. I love the art.
Yeah, the art was beautiful. Everything that Crawford does is just, it's gold. Stars without number, worlds without number, Godbound, everything. It's just all really, really wonderful.
He needs to do a cyberpunk one called cities without city blocks without number.
Yeah, he does. He does need to do a cyberpunk game. This actually has elements of cyberpunk though. You can have cybernetics and stuff installed. In fact, they have Godbound mecha in that thing.
Really?
Yes.
That's
you can play mecha that are basically
that's something I need to check out myself then.
It's It's a fantastic game, and it's OSR, so you can take all your other stuff and play it.
It's like
My goal one day is to have a bunch of Godbound characters go through the Tomb of Horrors and just annihilate it because they can.
I mean,
the best part about this, by the way, is that you can basically the 95% of this book you can download for free, and it's a
nice,
good, hefty rule book.
Yeah,
Jeez.
but the chunk that you won't get is the best part because it's the one that lets you play mortals and mortal heroes, and it also has some extra words of creation that people would really enjoy. So I would recommend get the deluxe version, get the whole thing, and definitely get the full hardbound rule book if you can, because it's
Cybernetics
worth
and
it.
Clockworks. That is awesome.
Yeah.
That looks like it's got a nice list right there on that one page.
Yeah. I will always shill for Godbound any chance that I get because it's that good.
You know,
Yeah.
I have to hand it to the creator. He's done a good job. And I don't want to like just bash a company for this, but if they were smart, they would try and see if they could get him to do some work for them, because I'm tired. Because I'm sorry, the problem that I'm starting to have with 5e is I'm seeing more artwork and not enough information.
yeah.
Yeah, there's not
I
enough
see Power
crunch.
Rangers.
Yes,
I spy.
Oh.
I've actually seen
So-
that here in Norway.
And someone
I've been wanting buying
so
it,
for a
but-
guy who's not who doesn't know what Power Rangers is, how would you explain this to him? I'm
Japanese
kidding.
superheroes.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm kidding.
cat.
I've been a
in
fan of Power
spandex
Rangers since it
superhero
came out.
suits made by aliens.
No, come on. Sorry, I gotta move the cat. He's decided
Hey,
to
we all
come
know.
back up
We
onto
all
the
know
desk.
that. Let's be fair. We all know that Zordon was a wizard. I mean, Zord. Who? What? Who was I talking about?
Oh, jeez, come on, cat, move.
That cat's
Move.
fighting. That cat's fighting.
I love you.
Ironcaster's
No,
getting
not
into the
now.
fight. All right, let's place our bets. Who do you think is going to win, the cat or Ironcaster?
Oh, cat, of
the
course, is
cat.
gonna win.
Okay. Wow. Ironcaster, you got no
So,
bets.
I mean, the system is interesting, but I don't like. There are things I don't like about it.
Okay, well, what don't you like?
For example, like everything in this book is kind of built upon and it's intended that you're going to play this era specific of Power Rangers,
Okay,
the Mighty Morphin era, the original series
Yeah.
that we got in
course.
The US. Because the Blue Ranger, for example, is built up to be. Oh, and here we actually have our little stats of them. The Blue Ranger, for example, is going to be very smart and very quick. It has this presupposition that you're playing a nerdy character.
okay, so it's like established of what you're gonna be in a way.
Yeah.
Right, like you don't get a choice.
Yeah, okay.
Where they effectively assume that you are going to be playing that archetype, and that you have a little bit of room, but it's like, oh, the Red Ranger, you're always going to have the Red Ranger being the leader, and so he's going to be
Yep.
he's going to be strong and have some social. Your Green Ranger is always going to assume to be this sort of lone wolf character. And while those are fun to do, I don't think this was the best way to go about it, because
No,
Wait,
because go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
if
to-
someone wants to go and play like a different era, different generation of it, well, you're already kind of locked into your Blue Rangers are going to be like this.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it wasn't always like that in all the eras. Because the Blue Ranger was not always the tech person. I'm trying to think of who the tech person was with Power Rangers in Space, which was only because you had the first 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin, and then you had, I believe it was Zeo, and the Blue Ranger was then Rocky DeSantos, and he was not tech savvy whatsoever. He was the guy who would he was more of a martial artist, a real combatist like Jason and everyone else. And he went from the Red Ranger to Blue Ranger. So yeah, it doesn't allow you to change or alternate.
So, for example, with the Blue Ranger, each of the colors has their own little gimmick, like the idea points. And for the Blue Ranger, this lets him build inventions. Now, I guess you could probably just effectively just kind of scribble out the color name, but I feel like that's kind of it's kind of a workaround for what I think they probably shouldn't have gone that route.
Yeah.
Agreed.
If they had just treated them as like you could just like treat them like, oh, tech or your social or your.
Yeah. I do agree
Yeah.
with that one.
But I think that would also, as a result, sort of limit them to the amount of supplement books to then follow up with this. Like, oh, of course, we're going to have like an Orange Ranger down the line. We're going to have a Indigo Ranger. We're going to have the full spectrum of colors, like we're Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
Other things I don't like. For example, they keep talking about like Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa, and they're not even in the book.
Oh,
Really?
gee, like the main villains are not even there.
No, the most you get is like Finster.
What?
He has a fucked up backstory if you read his backstory in comics.
Yeah, he does.
Comics are great for that.
Yep.
I was like, oh, we have a couple of the actual like show's villains as monsters, and then of course they go from having them as the small normal size, and then they go kaiju size, so that you can kind of get that work in, and then eventually, I think it's like at level 3 you get the Zords, so you don't even get them off the bat.
What? So the pin a character, a level 1 character against the kaiju sized monster is not possible then.
I mean, you could just easily defeat them, but yeah, that's
question. How
the
does
same
the Zords
company?
work?
I'd have to look this up.
Okay.
But you can actually like build your own Zords, like,
Oh.
and you can fight with them. I mean, they have characters in the game as art, like actual like Master Vile that aren't even in the book.
Which is
And I
weird
think
because they were the head bosses, and you can't even touch the head bosses.
Right, like the highest level enemy in this is like a level 13, and you have stats to effectively go to level 20.
Okay, that makes no sense.
It's not fully thought through, I think.
Yeah. What about Goldar? Is
sounds
Goldar in there? Because
weird,
he
man.
was
He's not in here either.
Okay, so they didn't even do all the head honcho. They didn't. They
I
didn't
feel
just
like this is a
miss
rushed
the head
book.
honchos,
Like
they
it's
missed
a
that.
rushed game book. Like it's really rushed. They
They've
don't
got a
know
lot
what
of
they're
they've got a
doing.
lot of the similar problems you'll expect, like you'll get some typos here or there, like I found in the book. We do have some stats for some of the existing Zords with the ability to make new ones, which is kind of interesting.
Dinosaurs.
Of course, everyone loves dinosaurs, and giant robot dinosaurs make it even better.
What about the Thunder Swords? Are they in there? Because that was a big part for season 2. I bet you they don't even have the Ninja Zords either, do they? Oh wait, no, they do actually.
Ninja Malcolm, yeah.
Okay.
Including some
They
alien
even had the
ones.
Battle Borgs. Okay, interesting. Okay, very good. I was only just kind of. I shouldn't have been a douche about it, saying stuff like that, but I was kind of being kind of a douche about that in the book because to see if they even had those because they didn't have Goldar, who wasn't a head honcho, but he was at least second in command, and it's like they didn't even do like all you get for monsters seems to be a bunch of grunts.
Yeah, it's like it goes through like I want to say 3 or 4 series because we saw Turbo and I think we saw the in space ones.
Right.
But there's not a lot to actually support those eras in the book.
Well, and
it's obvious they're gonna add more books. They've made that clear with some of the writing in this that there'll be more to come.
Mm-hmm.
And there's big notable villains who aren't even in the book.
Right.
Like I said, it's got some issues. It's one I need to get around to trying out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
that's
like I said, there's some obvious problems, and the one I'm really curious about is for the company Renegade Game Studios. They also have the license for G.I. Joe and for Transformers.
Yeah.
And I think of the 3, probably the G.I. Joe will be the best one because you can just kind of have different military archetypes. You can have a diver. You could have a your kind of ninja assassin type. You can have different character archetypes within GI Joe. You can easily adapt, and I think that one is going to probably have the best adaptation.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, does anyone else have anything else to show off for today?
Oh, don't die.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm interested. Here we go.
Well, okay, this is Earth Incubation Crisis. It's brand new from Lamentation of the Flame Princess. And since we're talking about giant robots and stuff, this is OSR and a certain... Oh, yeah, there's some artwork in here that might be problematic. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Because it's Lamentations.
This is not.
Everything's problematic these days.
This
No,
is
it
not
is.
a under the age of 18 channel viewing. Just so everybody knows, I kept it up just in case we reached something.
Well, it's just the safe assumption.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it's got a certain very kaiju-like creature that could possibly show up in the adventure depending on how things go. It's got space aliens, it's got weird science, it's got zombies, it's got and it has post-apocalyptic situations possibly, and at some point you might be able to get to run around and pilot this god giant.
The god giant.
The god giant.
Oh,
yes,
big
and you get to fight the very Zilla-esque kaiju. So it's totally awesome, and it takes place in Norway.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Okay, then
Yeah.
I'm interested, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's
It's
see.
like the- Johnny Sacco is what it looks like.
Yeah, that's exactly kind of what it is. It's like Ambassador Magnus Landskrona.
Nice.
That's
I'm
really
not
nice.
sure where that is, but yeah, there's that. And it's really nicely bound. Everything from Lamentations is always just awesome.
I love the Lamentation. It is very shiny, more shiny than I've seen most books these days.
Yeah, and the format is nice.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the unique style artwork. You know, it's got like the old unique style. Oh, okay, now I'm done talking because now I see something I like.
Yeah, this
Have you
is
had
the
a
new.
chance to read through this yet?
Still no, but I had to go run a game last night right after the show, so I didn't get to look at it yet. But yeah, this is the new Marvel Multiverse role-playing game playtest. So basically, you're paying $10 to playtest their game.
How many pages is it?
It is 119 pages, but it has
Okay,
just
that's
about
not
everything
too
you
bad for-
need. Yeah, plowing through buildings, object sturdiness, object size, because they know they're going to need that. Challenging stuff. Of course, it has. We went through some of this on my show yesterday. It's got sample heroes, so if you want to
I
put
saw
them
that
in
yesterday.
there, yeah. Still don't get why Thor is only ranked 20 and Captain Marvel is ranked 25, but
Because they
Oh,
don't,
come
because they don't know what they're doing. Who's behind this?
Well, we got to make sure that the person playing Captain Marvel, which will remain nameless, might have supported it. There you go. That's why they got
no, I
supported.
I think it's more so that Marvel the company needs to
Mhm.
keep pushing it up, and they of course want to make
yeah,
sure
that's-
that
And this is like a new thing they made, like this one. This is a new tabletop thing with
yeah,
Marvel.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's brand new in the stores. It's only like $10.
AK Disney, right?
Well, yeah, basically. I mean, it's actually
Yeah,
published
yeah,
by
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
But
You know what I have
yeah,
to say there? You know what I have to say?
I can imagine.
F that shit, dude.
Yeah. See, I knew you'd say that.
okay,
yeah.
it's
But
kind of
if
interesting.
people like it, go ahead.
I will say this. I like the power table you guys got there, or whatever
Mhm.
that is, where you have the tree chart.
Yeah. See, I like that. I also like the fact that this is something that a lot of other people were freaking out about. Is it has scaling for different powers and stuff too.
Why would they freak out about that? I mean, that's weird.
Oh, because people
Because
took one look at
numbers
the
are scary.
tables. Numbers are scary. Yeah. people aren't used to dealing with systems with lots and lots of crunch. And I'm like, dude, I played 3rd edition all the time. So,
I was going to say, they never clearly played Mutants and Masterminds.
Yeah, Mutants and Masterminds is ultra crunchy also.
Yes.
Yeah, but you can see here it's got lots of scores for everything because it's got like a nice sliding scale. It's got archetypes. It's
I will say this too, and I'm very big about it because, like I said, we don't get enough of this. You have a nice bit of information there. You have nice, good chunks of information as you're flipping through the pages, but you're also getting the nice artwork with it too.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting too much of either one. Now, I'm the type of person that when I do RPGs, I'd rather have a lot of information versus not enough. I'd rather have, a little bit of artwork versus too much artwork, because then, if you don't have that perfectly balanced to where you're getting, to where the point's not getting across, then you're left going, okay, what the hell's going on here? So, information is I feel is more important, but if you have a nice balance of artwork and information, then that should be a very decent halfway game right there for me. It's just like I said, my biggest issue is I'm losing players for 5e. I can't, I can barely get into a 5e game, and a lot of people have the same reason I do is, we get all this awesome artwork, which a lot of people are attracted to artwork. Don't get me wrong, but there's not enough information, and I come from a 3.5 background. Pathfinder 1 first edition too, where we were getting information and we got the artwork and it was decently balanced. But now I'm getting, like, I just checked out Fizban's Tome of Dragons, and you get 2 dragons that are statted out. There is some information, but I just feel like it's just overly bogged down with art. And I also did check out the Critical Role publication of Call of the Netherdeep, and I just was not impressed.
I just grabbed my copy of Ascended off the shelf and
awesome.
wanted to show that this also lots and lots of charts.
Oh, nice.
I like charts. I don't know why I'm attracted to charts.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, too much information is better than not enough, which I can tell you guys there's a lot of RPGs out there where there's not
charts and charts.
There's not
very much. Apparently, the guy who made Ascendant was very much inspired by both the Marvel and the DC role-playing games. So you're getting a lot of kind of crossover influence from that. And then
you honestly you do need a lot of scaling though when you're dealing with any kind of superheroic RPG, because power levels can be so different between heroes.
I love that one. I love that artwork.
Just for Ascendant, yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. I was also talking about the white superhero with a thong up her butt. So, but yes, the whole thing too. Ironcaster, can you share with us though? Because I do have a quick question regarding Ascended. What system is it exactly? Like, what is its primary dice? Is what I want to know.
I haven't had enough chance to actually get into finding out about this system.
I will definitely then ask you at a later time. I am curious about just the mechanics. Is it like a D6? Do you use constant D6 or D10s? I don't think you're going to find out in the first couple pages because it looks like it's been you got a lot of information there to sort through. So I'm not going to make you do that, man. I do appreciate
mechanics.
Okay. Looks like, you got like supermetric points. So it looks like it's point by. That could be virtually anything.
I know some people aren't big on doing point buy stuff with superheroes, but it seems like it's about the only. You're going to have some crunch to make this work.
Point buy works okay as long as it is not in an abusable system like GURPS, because people used to and champions they used to abuse the hell out of that, because we literally had a guy at the table whose super name was Obvious Accessible Man.
Oh, jeez.
Because Obvious Accessible was a defect you could put on all of your powers, and it would net you an extra 60 points. So he put it on every single power he had, and he was able to have tons and tons and tons of points far beyond.
Well, that's abusive.
Yeah.
That's an OP character.
Mm-hmm. No, but I mean that's the thing that was possible with point buy.
Yeah, I love the color code.
Oh yeah, that pulled that straight out of Marvel.
Hero points, spending the hero points. Nice little hero there that looks like she's barely got anything on.
That's the way we like our heroes.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we liked our heroes fully clothed and our villains naked. No, I'm just kidding.
Depends on the villain.
That's true. We don't want to see a Thanos in a loincloth.
Yeah, Thanos in a thong, no. Poison Ivy in a loincloth, yes.
Yes.
Thongos.
I'm not gonna lie, I am partial to Harley Quinn. She's crazy. But-
Which one?
Well, I like the original, but
Yes.
I'm cool with the Margaret Robbie one too.
Oh, I hate her.
Get
She's
outta
the
here.
Worst. Yeah, she's the worst. She can't play a character.
Listen,
She's
guys.
trying too hard. She looks ugly. She's Just
Listen,
get her out of
guys.
there.
I'm in a house, 4-bedroom, by myself. Okay, all right.
One thing I do want to point out too is this is a variant cover.
Yes, it looks like it. But
It is.
Where did you get that one?
Actually, I got this one from my friendly local game store.
I didn't like it.
But yeah, it was a choice between that one and the regular one, and I'm like, you know what? Let's go with the variant cover because we like
The variant cover,
covers.
the variant cover looks good. I'm actually going to look that up when we're done here today because
Very-
I am interested in that. Ooh,
It's a very comic book thing.
Yeah,
yes.
this is a Castles and
Oh.
Crusades product. It's brand new.
It looks like it's shiny.
Yeah. I just got this. This is the NPC Almanac Register, and it's like, do you need an NPC? Okay,
I need a lot of NPCs.
here you
Not
go.
just-
Here's a lot of NPCs.
Oh my god!
Here is so many NPCs.
Oh my god!
We have what kind of NPC you want. We
Oh,
got
just
names, we got stats, we got all their stuff on them. We have all their personality traits, everything.
I just need a small one that's a human from modern day. We're talking like 2020, 2021. Perhaps around the age of 18 to 20.
Female.
Female and male. We're gonna need a mix. I'm not gonna just attack all the females, you know.
But yeah, this is about 223 pages worth of just NPCs, how to engineer NPCs, different tables for generating NPCs.
Yeah.
And it also has all their magic items, their weapons, and all these other good stuff. So you can actually create fully developed NPCs using this book. And there's more. Because
more.
It's got a companion book.
I would like to know more. Would you like to know more? Yes. Click. Oh, there's sketches.
Oh.
Well, they're not literally sketches, but what it does is, let's say you want to know more about your NPC character. Well, you can look them up here.
Oh, nice.
There you
Two
go. They got
books.
blurbs on all of them, so that you can flesh out your character if you don't have any ideas. Some of them are really well put together. I mean, like Alban the Good. He is a lawful good human 6th level cleric whose vital stats are, and then he's got all his stuff. +1 battle axe, short combat bow, dirk, scroll of protection from evil, scroll of bless, cleric's pack. He can cast the following spells. It's
Nice.
it's got a few organizations and things in here.
That's poggers.
It's insane. Yeah, it's poggers. It's just, I mean, we're still going, and it's got a little bit of nice artwork here and there, but mostly it is just really good information. I mean, you could just spend even if you didn't have any ideas, you could go through here and go like, oh wow, that NPC sounds really cool. I'd like to make that character like the centerpiece of my next campaign.
Oh, nice.
Because
Yeah.
it just depends on how creative you're feeling. And these aren't necessarily like all just setting specific. They can be, but yeah, I mean, and it's an option that you can add in, and yeah, as you can tell, it's a pretty hefty book.
All right.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it.
Very, very.
Yeah, it's worth it,
Um,
man.
Yeah, I actually got a pretty good size shipment, and I haven't actually put it up on my channel yet, but I needed to do an unboxing for all of it to show it all off.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah.
Unboxings are fun.
They are. But I like it. It's definitely good for those nights when you're just sitting around and people are like, well, I want to, what's the bartender's name? I'm like, oh shit. Okay. What do they look
Jim.
like?
They're all named Jim.
Yeah. Yeah. His name's Bill. He's fat, balding, and unattractive.
I personally like the name Jim. Bartender Jim, the guy who gets in a fight with another guy, both named Jim.
Yeah.
So the bartender takes the one guy to the doctor, whose also name is Jim, and the guy looks at him and goes, "He's dead, Jim."
Mm-hmm.
Now I gotta ask,
knew that was coming.
Are they all the same guy wearing different hats?
They are.
Yes. That is an inside joke, Ironcaster. You know better than that.
Of course.
And one of my earlier D&D, or was it Pathfinder? Probably both. And one of my earlier, and for most people, I've been blowing this up on the internet. Sorry, but not sorry, Ironcaster. That Ironcaster and I go way, 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 way
Oh, no, I've said the same.
back. Have you? I haven't known. So, but Ironcaster and I go way, 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 probably butt fucking before dirt know each other. Like 2007. Okay, believe it or not, in a couple of years, our 20th year anniversary of knowing each other is actually going to hit, and it's like, man, I've known him for a long time.
I want a ring.
So you want a what?
He wants a cock ring.
Oh no. Moving on. This conversation's getting moved on. So when I got into TTRPGs, he was my war buddy. He signed up with me.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually got into D&D together, and I DM'd one of my first games, and the king was also the designer of the ships. So the running joke is, oh, he's just wearing a different hat. So then they went to the bar, and Ironcaster, being the douche he was at the time, he wasn't really being a douche. He was just poking fun.
I prefer smarmy.
Being the person he was at the time, said, "Hey, I got a question for you, Tabletop." And I said, "What is it?" He said, "Well, I just got to ask you, since the engineer and the king is pretty much the same, is the bartender also the king?"
Well, no. It was more like he said he had said like, "Oh, this ship I built." I'm like, "He built it? What? The king just put on a different hat?"
Well, something like that too. Well, mind you, the king was modeled after Regent Sid from Final Fantasy IX. Was my inspiration. And if you guys remember, he's also the leader of the city, the royal family, and the engineer as well. Because for some reason, in a city full of people that have lived there their whole lives, they could not engineer a ship like he could.
Yeah.
If you think about it, they had a lot of problems when he got turned into an ooglop or whatever you want to call those little bug things. And I kind of, thinking back on that now, I'm like, that is kind of an interesting turn of events. It's like, okay, so you have the head engineer, then you have said, oh, and by the way, we have a special guest today, and I want to get him on the stream too. And here he is, everybody. It's a special surprise. Oh yeah.
Hey folks, sorry, I'm boomering on my end. I thought I could actually put my phone on the little holder on the first lady's van. I was trying to put some gas in, and I couldn't get it to stay up there, so I'm just going to try to hold it for a minute while I try to park. Hope everybody's doing all right. I appreciate the plugs, and your equipment test appears to be going great at my end. I can hear everything great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, we're just it's Mr. Jace here did an intro for me, and unfortunately the intro does not fit the future theme that we're doing for the week. So this would be the only day I showed it off. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to promote everybody that has supported me, that has been out there for me, and that has interacted with me. So that's why I did this special stream today.
It's awesome, man. I love just supporting people, helping people grow. That's what the key thing is right now, when so many cards are stacked against us with the corporatization of not just the media, but also now social media and stuff like that. So definitely the way to go. I don't even have to know anything about what you guys are talking about, but I can still just support you and show my love with a like and interaction and share and all that kind of stuff, because that's what helps the algorithms.
Yes, it does, brother, and I
Yep.
appreciate the support from everybody, including T-shirted with the support he's giving. It doesn't matter how much of the pie you made a portion of the pie that has helped me. So, T-shirted, I appreciate you supporting me as well as Bob's and Ironcaster as well.
Well, I have to say
Appreciate
the same, man. T-shirt and Ironcaster have been key for me, and now that I've gotten to know Jace so well, it's like we're like brothers from another mother, man. I don't know. He's calling me dad. I'm not sure I could appropriate dad. That might be a little much. I already have 5 kids. I can't afford to feed another one.
we just deem you the father of our fellowship here because we're that's what he calls you, and I was like, yeah, I can get behind that. know, definitely, because
You don't need to feed us. We are grown up, so it's fine.
Can I have my allowance early this week?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No, Jay stole mine.
I've tormented poor Ironcaster weekly on this Halo nonsense. Talk about Schadenfreude.
Oh.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I cannot comment on anything Halo. I'm a big Halo fan, but the Halo whole
well, of course you can comment on it.
Okay. I'll comment on the TV series. I've never watched it. I'm never going to watch it. I've seen some clips, and I'm not impressed.
Dude, I hate the show so goddamn much, man. That's what I'm gonna say, man.
You know what? Let's start a shorter list here, Jace. What do you like? Morbius. There we go.
I like Morbius. I like the original Star Wars movies, the 6 movies, and the Ewok movies. I like a lot of the X-Men movies, the Underworld movies, a lot of different anime. There's a lot of things that I do like.
Oh, finally, we got a list going now. We got a love list going finally. I didn't think it existed.
No, I do have. I have a lot of
the problem is he has a list of stuff he likes. It makes my bad Norwegian.
Well, Pops, it looks like it's a great day where you're at, just like it is a great day where I'm at. Sunny, the sun is out and everything.
It's really hot today, actually. It's almost the thermometer on the van says 89 degrees. So it's a little warmer today. So we're getting closer to like summer temps down here in Florida. It's not really humid today, so it's a little bit breezy, but it will be really, really nice in a few hours. So that'll be all right. Back on the farm. Yeah.
T-shirt just silently laughing as we all complain about 80 degrees.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your degrees here, T-shirt? And I'm interested to know if you're laughing.
Oh, this is Texas, man. It's just like you don't like the temperature. Just wait a couple of minutes.
Oh, okay. Yep. Never mind. I'm good there too. I'm gonna stay out of Texas.
Yeah.
Actually, let me see what it is right now. I believe it is 86. Oh no, it's 55. Feels like 52.
Your
bit of a swing there.
Yep.
I was about to say your temperature is like it varies like dramatically. Like
it seriously does. Yeah, I think tomorrow I think like the high is 72, the low is 47.
Oh geez.
Tuesday it's like 77 and 54, and yeah, it's pretty sturdy, but we got like rain and stuff. Like Friday's supposed to get all the way up to 93.
Yeah, we got 79 yesterday, 77 today. We're just now getting into warmer weather, and then apparently next week is supposed to bottom back down to the 60s, and I'm like, oh, come on. I mean, I know I chose a colder climate, but come on.
Apparently I have 96% humidity.
I'm not taking the blame for derailing your show into a weather forecast.
Oh, I don't really care. We were actually getting we've been doing this for about an hour. We showed off a lot of TTRPGs. I promoted a lot of people. I still got 2 more promotions left to do, but they are my co-hosts, so they get to wait in line behind the line like me because I said we're going to be the ending. So we just been actually sitting around having a good time today. It's been a great Sunday, and I'm glad to have the people that I've had on the show today.
As a comic book fan, I tell you, I really do love the art and some of the stuff that's put into these books and stuff that you guys have been showing off. It's just so cool to look at and admire the amount of work that goes into this kind of stuff. So, yeah, I really enjoy you guys sharing that and seeing some photos and some stuff like that.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to, TTRPGs isn't just about gaming; it's about art too and information. So I'm all about that as well.
Yeah. Crunch is good, art is good. It all kind of works together. That's
Yep.
And we see that. The only thing we haven't shown off today is dice. Anyone got any cool dice to show off?
I don't usually bring my dice home.
Do
with
I?
Me.
But do you, Jason? You're not into TTRPGs. This is your first week. I'm getting you in. I'm initiating you. as well as
You know.
Chris this week.
Like I always said, I've always been interested in it, but I've like never gotten into it.
Wait, let me go get my dice tray.
Oh, there you go. That's better.
T-shirt, we'll have to coordinate a way to talk and stream again to sometime here soon.
Sure. Just let me know.
Oh,
What
boy.
evenings work best for you? You have any time that's
Thursdays
that's
and
really cool.
Fridays
That's
are
a
usually
coffin
out.
box.
It's that way so if he DMs a game, it's that way so the players know that they're going to bury their sorrows in their characters.
And Wednesdays, I'm busy supporting Grim over there on Tabletopless. So
Okay.
Mondays and
All right.
Tuesdays are pretty good, and Sundays are good.
All right. Well, guys, I have to bail out. The first lady's calling me to go pick her up. I wanted to just pop in, voice my support. Love you guys. Appreciate all
Love
the
you too,
support you guys are
Pups.
throwing back my way because it's been crazy in my end of the world. I'm kind of just sort of dumb shocked by everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
I imagine, Jason's been showing me some things of people going, just going against things. It's like, wow. And it's against Florida right now. And I'm like, wow, that Florida's crazy.
Yeah, I got a special stream coming up with Mex and Iron Man to talk a little bit about some of that kind of stuff that's going on here. So I think it's going to be a really fun time.
Awesome.
I was going to ask you about those, Ironcaster. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. All right, you guys take care. Enjoy the rest of this.
You too. Thank you,
Take
Pops.
care. Those are dungeon generator dice.
And
Yeah.
I do have to bail myself because I haven't slept for many hours, so
All
I'm thinking about going to sleep.
All right.
Thinking about it, huh?
Well, here, real quick. Why don't you promote yourself one last time since you did an awesome intro for me, brother? I do appreciate that. So here, I'm going to blow you up. And why don't you just say what you want to say real quick?
Well, again, I'm Jace Fox, the founder of 540 Studio. And, if you want to come and check us out, we talk pop culture, politics, whatever fits the bill, whatever we want. Yesterday we had like a 4-hour stream, mostly we just had fun, we don't talk about so much negativity and just having fun, talk about a lot of games and shit. So sometimes we will do that. But yeah, other than that, Tabletop, I'm proud of you, man, and I love you, brother. And
Love you too,
as I always say, life's so short, make the most of it. And to everybody who will watch this and are watching it now, remember, we in this panel, we love you all from the bottom of our hearts. So thank you for supporting us.
Yes. Have a good
And
one,
I'll see
brother.
you
All
guys
right, sleep
later.
well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
T-shirt, I will see you later.
All right, man.
I'll see you later.
Catch you later, buddy.
See you guys later. Bye.
All right. Well, what do we got? So we got some dungeon dice, generating dice.
These were I wish I could remember where I had bought these at. They were from a website online I stumbled upon.
I think I've seen them before, but
so there's like I think 3 or 4 other sets of them, so you could easily build up a massive dungeon based on all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the neat things is that no 2 sides of these are the same, because these are, for example, this and this are both the 3s, and sorry.
Yeah.
Nice.
They have all kinds of little symbols, like those could easily be like, those little triangles could be like for one-way doors or trap doors or
Traps.
yeah, or maybe it's like it angles downward or upward.
Do you remember if it was Dice Dungeon?
It might. Honestly, I had bought these, I want to say like 8 years ago.
Yeah, I remember.
Back when we were playing Pathfinder.
Yeah, I remember when you bought those because I remember when you got them.
And then
it's hard to say now because now they're everywhere. They're on Amazon, Etsy, Pipped. They're on even a place called Dice Dungeon. They're all over the place. Yeah.
And then some really basic layout stuff, layout dice.
Yeah, those are good though.
Oh yeah, I like how the shape of D6s and D12s.
Nobody in my group makes maps. So we don't worry about it. It's kind of like, since most of us are just making up the dungeon as we go, it's like, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You know, some just like
Medium value.
loot dice.
I need to get my hands on that. That's what I need to get my hands on. Loot dice.
I actually used to have a really good loot generator for Pathfinder, and it stopped. They stopped
Oh, geez.
updating it and stopped making it work. So
Alignment dice.
Just the straight up down. Or lawful, and like it's just a bunch of dice I've got in my pack. Like, what month is it?
Oh,
It's
geez.
June. Or what else is in here? Oh yeah. What's the weather like?
overcast.
Yeah. You know, that comes in handy too, instead of making a generator on your own, because the weather generators that I've used are just not, I don't think they're that great. I always keep getting clear skies.
What direction is the weather going?
Oh, nice. Ironcaster.
Then of course we got a couple of favorites, like my D3.
That was,
Yeah.
I remember when you got that. Oh yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
1d6 minus, it was like, what was it? We said something about 1d6 minus 2 or something like that. You're just like, dude, we'll just roll a d3.
Yeah. Because like I remember everyone at the table was dumbfounded by it. They're like, "What do you mean it's a D3?" They're like, "It's obviously got 6 sides." It's like, well, yeah, but if it only has 1 through 3, then
I
We were
need
trying to
to.
incre- We're
I
trying
need
to
to
make sense
introduce
of
you
it.
to the DCC dice, Ironcaster.
oh, I'm aware of them.
Okay.
I'm not.
The DCC system has a bunch of funky dice.
Mhm.
It has like 30-siders, 24-siders, a 7-sider, a 5-sider, a 3-sider. Basically, it has all of the different permutations that you wouldn't normally get with a normal set of dice, like, because it has like all the odd number dice,
Right.
basically. So
Okay.
the only thing it doesn't really have is a D2. So
I gotta. Yeah, I'll check. I'll definitely check that out. Ooh. It's a
So
diamond.
it's from like a set of thief dice. So this is the D12 for the set.
Nice.
yeah, I remember those when they first came out, and I liked them, but my GM did not, because it was kind of like some of them would roll and they would just keep rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling.
How about a little D4 dagger?
Mm-hmm. Well, you're
How much
less likely
damage
to
does it-
step on that one. I kind of think they should have made a D6 a dagger, though, because most commonly, you know, for thieves, you're rolling a D6s for backstabs.
Yes.
Got me a little D10 that's an empty sack of to be filled. It's a 2.
the bag of holding, you rolled a 2.
That's okay. We have the full one. That's our 10s.
Oh, nice. But the bag of holding never gets full.
So we have 82. But you know, D6 for a little arrow.
Nice. Oh, that is crafty. So, T-shirt, do you got any dice?
Not with me.
Oh, okay.
All I got is my one giant D20 that's made out of metal, and that's about it.
Oh, geez, yeah. I mean, I have dice, but wasn't really thinking about showing off dice today. And they're just standard D20 stuff. Plus, I don't think Ironcaster knows he's muted, and he muted himself.
You probably had something going on over there.
Yeah.
Oh, the barrel rolled a 1.
Oh, jeez.
Do a barrel roll.
A 17.
Ironcaster, we gotta get together. You gotta do something for Star Wars Edge of the Empire.
I rolled this. Does that do anything?
No.
That's yeah. Your character takes that much damage immediately.
Oh,
Obliteration.
here let's really make the numbers bigger now.
What was it? Was it a D&D character versus a Godbound character, and the demigod just obliterated you?
I remember the story about my little goblin defeating all of the orcs with a single bomb.
Back.
I fucking hate that part. I think it was more craftier than that, and you also got a nat 1, or not nat 1, nat 20.
Yeah, so so I'm playing this little goblin alchemist in Pathfinder. And the way the story went was that I wound up surrounded by all these orcs, and I'm all by myself. I'm in an alleyway. I'm like, shit. I'm gonna hide in a barrel, which of course they surround the barrel, and then I quickly throw one of my bombs up in the air to blow
Like
up in the air.
idiots, like idiots, they stood right there, and it came right down, and they're like, "What is that?" And then boom.
And nobody believed me that I was a great orc slayer.
Yeah, nobody believed that because no one witnessed it. Everyone else was too busy fighting other orcs. It was a fun time. Oh man,
like 8 orcs at once.
So many good stories that we have for gaming now and stuff. Well, we've been going on for damn near an hour and a half here. I do got some things I got to get off to as well. But before we go, I just want to say a couple things. Real quick, I want to promote my co-host Toby. He does have a channel. He doesn't know what he's going to put on it yet, but he is a D&D 5e expert. So I'm going to talk him into doing that. But, just go over there. Let's see if we can get him some subscribers. Go to his channel and just subscribe to him real quick, and I'll see if I can get some videos.
I've got it.
Okay.
A 5e player tries X.
Gentlemen, I have something cool.
Okay.
Just delivered.
Oh, nice. Ooh.
Oh.
This is the regular cover. So you have a comparison now.
Oh, wow.
Gotta say, I think I'd probably lean with the variant.
Now is the playtest still going on, and they don't have the full book done yet, or is that the full book there too with the regular cover?
No, this is all the playtest. These are both the playtest rule books. It's just that this is a variant cover, and this is the regular cover that you would normally get. But you can see the inside just the same.
Either way, it's still they're both very sharp. We're gonna blow you up right here real quick. There we go. Yeah. Very sharp.
I bought this one for my friend who is very, very much a superhero role player. I figured he would enjoy it because he almost collects them.
I love Thor. I love Thor's costume.
I hate that version of Thor. I really I loathe it. I think it's the stupidest look for Thor ever.
Okay, fair enough. Just because, like, any other particular reason why, or you just don't like the look?
It's an interesting idea with the constellations, but I want like the 6 nipple costume.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I'm not necessarily that big of a fan of the oldest school one, but yeah, I mean, that's the variant cover. I still
wish looks awesome in that.
I think I'm gonna keep the variant cover and give him this one.
Question: Who's the secondary Spider-Man? Is that Miles Morales right there?
Yeah,
of course it is.
Okay,
actually, and he's the only Spider-Man they have stats for in this book.
Oh, so. They don't have the normal Spider-Man?
Nope, they just have Miles Morales. See?
Oh wow.
This is Marvel doing their comic book gimmicks of variant covers, and we're really trying to push Captain Marvel. We're really trying to push Miles Morales.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do when they finalize this. Like, how many more characters are they going to stat out? Because,
right.
I mean,
they will release books with more characters. They'll have character books, villain books, and all that stuff. I'm betting because that's going to be their format. Because they have so many, they have such a rich line of villains to choose from.
I'm not sure if I agree with all the stats for Storm right next to there though either.
Well, I mean, she's got. The might of 2 makes sense considering you look at someone like Miles Morales who does have more strength. That makes sense.
What about agility though?
Miles is way faster.
Oh,
okay. Well, Storm has flown though.
But
you can't
I
compare
think
the
this
two.
is more so.
Oh,
This
very
is more
true.
so her ability to, say,
Run.
dodge a
Okay.
punch.
Fair
It's
enough.
not as easily as Miles Morales.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Plus
All
he
right.
has and but you know, his ego is smaller. Her willpower is much greater, and her vigilance is much greater. So
Okay.
it does kind of balance out. I think they're both actually ranked 10. No, she's ranked 15, so she's actually more powerful than him, considered.
Right. Like
Which is
she's
weird, but
Yeah.
I approve of this at least.
yeah. Somebody asked me, "They got Punisher?" And I'm like, "No, of course they don't have Punisher in here because he's problematic." But I'm guessing. See, here's one of the problems you have with superhero role playing games. You have characters like Captain Marvel, and she's ranked 25, and then you have, on paper, you're going to have somebody like the Punisher, and they're probably only going to rank him like 3 or 4 or something stupid,
Right.
because they think, oh, he's just a dude with guns.
Right.
But what they don't take into account is his meticulousness, his planning, his ability to set up for a kill, and all these other things. And it's even written in the comic books. You know, Nick Fury has a dossier on the Punisher, and the first thing that he has on there is he grades him as a threat rank of like 5, which is, I think his scale is, like 1 to 8. And he considers Punisher to be that dangerous because he says it doesn't matter that he doesn't have any powers. It's just the fact that dude plans ahead of time and acquires what he needs, and he's so careful about what he does that he can threaten upper level characters very easily. I mean, he fought the Avengers.
They did a whole book. The Punisher kills the Marvel Universe.
Oh
yeah, I have.
I
That book.
remember that. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, he killed the Marvel Universe. He was the sole survivor in the universe where they all got diseased. He's taken on the X-Men. He's taken on the Avengers. He's fought all these heroes one-on-one. I mean, he's beaten Wolverine multiple times. He's fought Ghost Rider. He's fought Iron Man. He's fought Spider-Man on a few occasions. He's not
I gotta check out the Punisher some more.
Yeah, he's a normal human, but I mean, it's like what Marvel won't fess up to is the fact that it's like he's almost their version of Batman with all of his abilities.
Right.
Right.
Well, even Batman took on the Justice League.
Oh,
Yeah.
They need to do Frankencastle as a
Yeah,
statted
you know what? I actually kind of liked Frankencastle, as goofy as he was. But
mind you, Frankencastle is like the one run of Punisher I have as a trade.
Oh, really?
It's like that just because I like the monster gimmick.
Okay, Ironcaster, you need to go back and buy the Garth Ennis run, because the Garth Ennis Punisher is the best Punisher ever, bar none. This is my one truth.
I'll look.
I gotta look. Oh, Frankencastle. Yeah, I had to look him up.
Yeah, he was
I
War
gotta
Machine
see him
briefly
up.
too.
Oh yeah, Punisher, War Machine.
Mm-hmm.
Where he was wearing the armor.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he ever took
I think
it
at
on,
that point, I think at that point he would become like a danger level 6.
Yeah.
He's basically their version of Batman.
Uh-huh.
Very much.
And see,
so.
everybody says, well, Daredevil's their version of Batman. I'm like, no.
No,
he's
Daredevil.
not.
Daredevil would not dream of taking on his potential allies. It's just, I don't know. It's not really in his thing.
I mean, if anything, the comparison is Nightwing.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I agree
Yeah.
with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Punisher doesn't have all the gimmicks that Batman does and all the super science and all that stuff like that. But what he does have is he just has planning, knowledge, meticulousness, and just ruthlessness that is just like unbelievable. I mean, he shot Wolverine in the balls.
Oh my God.
And then afterwards, he got onto a steamroller and drove over him and parked it on his head.
Oh wow.
It didn't kill Wolverine, but he knew it would keep him incapacitated for a while.
He's like, I'll just leave that right here until his powers find some way to deal with it.
Uh-huh.
Someone probably had to move the steamroller.
Yeah,
Yeah,
either that or Wolverine had to dig his way out with his little adamantium claws. I don't know.
I gotta actually see that one. That
Uh-huh.
that would be an awesome panel to
That
see.
that was a Garth Ennis Punisher, is one of my favorites.
Oh, geez. Trying to think. So basically, the Punisher is Batman, but more like a Predator version of Batman with less gadgets, not very many tools, but yeah, has some keen intellect. Then, would that be kind of a good summary there?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's like, okay, if you're talking about keen intellects, I wouldn't even put the Punisher up against Batman as far as their intellect goes. But
Okay.
but the
Combat prowess.
But yeah, the deal is the Punisher is just, he's a planner,
Yeah.
and
He has to be in a world full of heroes that can just, bitch slap him,
Mhm.
and he goes through a wall, that's, because, you got Thor.
Mhm.
And as much as I don't like to mention it, Captain Marvel, I'm not really a big
Just
fan
random,
of that.
just some random kid can mutate and like suddenly combust.
The Hulk.
I mean, mutants. Kids just
Yeah.
mutate.
Well,
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe they'll put out a book for the Eternals.
Oh god. Yeah, that'll be boring.
Probably not with the quote unquote success of that movie. I think it's obvious to them that that's a dead end.
I don't know. It depends on what they're trying to push in their comic books at that moment, I guess. But I mean, as you could tell by the cover and all the characters that were in there, they were obviously going for all of the characters that they think are popular and trying to push. But Star-Lord wasn't in there. Mm-hmm.
We'll probably just get a Guardians of the Galaxy book, and then they can put probably put the 5-6 heroes are there and some of their villains, and of course you can put Thanos as the big villain.
Yeah, well they had Groot and Rocket in there though, so because they're popular.
Well, this is also the playtest, so we'll probably see half those characters not even in there, and then they can just do the X-Men book.
Yeah, they'll probably do an X-Men book. Yeah,
X-Men are cool.
Oh god, there'll be like 5 X-Men books.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a lot of mutants. There's a huge list.
I'm just curious as to whether or not it'll be gay Iceman or regular Iceman. But
oh boy.
Well, they made them both.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's like, I can't believe that, man. Phoenix just invades his mind and says, "Oh, look, you were gay all along." Bink. There you go.
Oh my god. Does that actually happen?
Apparently, I didn't read it. I don't know. That's the word. So,
like the way the story goes, it's like it's now becoming apparently how problematic that was that a young teenage Jean Grey looked at Bobby and said, "You're gay." She took the idea going that she took away his ability to come to that naturally, is that she outed him. So there's a big sense of depriving him of that ability to come to that conclusion himself. Among those that are very big on this stuff, that's kind of that sort of that faux pas.
Okay. Well, geez. There was a stream about I think I did with Jace the other night, and I made a mention of I wish they would just stop with that, the whole sexuality thing with heroes, because when I read comics, I don't really focus on that. I focus on who the hero is, and
but I mean, for all the pandering they're doing, it's don't worry, they're getting their rewards. I mean, just last night or today, it came out that the Doctor Strange movie is now also banned in Egypt.
Oh yeah! Oh wow! Yeah,
because there's a gay character in it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't get to mention that on Weekend Geek, but
well, I mean, that literally just came out like late last night.
Well, it was news during the show yesterday, but I didn't get to talk about it.
Right. Well, I mean, this now makes 2 countries. Plus, I don't see them putting it in Russia. So,
yeah, I was gonna say I don't see that either for them.
Also, China's turning against Marvel.
Yeah. Well, wow. I mean, come on. Like, Shang-Chi was supposed to be like their love letter to China, and they were like, "Nah, we're not having it."
Oh, that was a big bust. That was a major disappointment.
Yeah. Well,
I wouldn't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it, but
Neither have
I
I.
heard about it.
Neither have I. And not to mention, Jason and I covered a stream where apparently the actor said he was not going to sign any older books of Shang-Chi that had obscene covers from that timeline. And I'm like, oh, so you chose a role and now you're not going to sign your autograph to that book because it's from a different time. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, in talking to Script Doctor, who is our buddy, the deal with that is kind of like, okay, Simu Liu is very much a kind of like a company man as far as the his acting goes.
Okay.
So he's going to do or say whatever they tell him to do.
Oh, very true. Okay.
So yeah, if somebody advised him, is like, no, you don't want to be signing these older ones because those could be problematic covers, and that would look like you're endorsing them. Yeah, and then so I'm sure that's what it was.
I mean, it could be. I just miss the times where we just, you got a movie, you thought it was awesome. Well, nowadays it's like you get a movie and you're worried about the writing with everything that's in it. Because
I gotta be honest, as much as I enjoy social media, I really miss the times when we didn't know that much about actors and they were largely kind of a mystery that we could hold up on a pedestal and enjoy.
Right.
But
Critical Drinker did an excellent video about that recently.
Yeah, he did. But I mean, it's kind of like the more crap that keeps coming out about them, the more I'm starting to dislike them and just think that they're a pile of shit, and that Romans maybe had it right to begin with, because in Roman society and everything, actors were considered like one of the lowest of the low class.
Right. Now they're higher than everyone else, and it's
which is the flip side opposite. They held gladiators, actors, entertainers, stuff like that as low class because they, basically didn't really contribute anything to society as far as building or anything. Artists were actually held in pretty high regard, but not, entertainers.
Right. And we're kind of in a society now where it's a flip side, but what are they giving us? Just entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we're starting to see that sort of reverting. We're starting to see more and more of these actors who are just self-immolating. I mean, look at Andy Dick. Have you seen those live streams of him?
No.
Not lately, no.
Where he's just like he's like doing like IRL like 24-hour live stream sort of stuff, and it's just like him like going around and like I think stealing little shit from like convenience stores, and it's really depressing to look at him.
That dude's a cry for help. He always has been.
Yeah. Well, I would like to take a moment and tell both of you gentlemen I do appreciate you guys coming out today. I think we've pretty much covered everything that we possibly could. I appreciate you guys coming out to support me too. You guys are always welcome to come on my, any of my shows if you guys have time. I know you guys got your own streams you're doing. T-shirt, I know you do more than one. So I do appreciate you coming out today. I appreciate having a talk with you. Ironcaster, I appreciate you too. I've always appreciated you. I know, we say we're good friends, but I know we don't talk a lot. We got to get back to that sometime at some point in time.
But let's start like kind of sharing some notes and some articles and kind of sharing those stuff. I guess I'll show you guys after the stream.
Okay, awesome. Well, before we go here, I got one last person I have to promote besides myself, and my man, the Witch King, who could not be here today, which I'm very sad. He does do the same thing I do, only we're trying to coordinate the reviews differently. There are some things I told him I will not do reviews on, such as I will not do Vampire the Masquerade. It's nothing against it. It's just I don't know much about the Masquerade. I did not.
What would you like to know? Because Vampire the Masquerade is probably my second or third favorite role-playing game.
Well, it's nothing that I would like to know. It's just I don't know enough about it to do a review on it. So the Witch King does have extensive knowledge on the Vampire the Masquerade and other stuff. He's even got some things from I don't know the name of the company, but
We could
he
talk
knows
about the Requiem.
Yeah, well, the Requiem I do know about a little bit more extensive.
We don't talk about the Requiem. We don't talk about NWAD. We don't talk about Vampire 5th Edition. We only talk VTM 20 or old school.
Ooh, speaking of 5th edition, we tried to get into it and it failed within the first night for us.
It's terrible. That's why
It is very terrible. It's come to think of it.
Did you make sure to fill out your consent forms?
God.
So he tried getting me into the Masquerade of the V20 version, or the 20th anniversary. And I said, nope, we already made characters for 5th edition. We're doing this. So we made the characters, and he says, well, we're not done yet. We have to spend another day to discuss relationships and stuff like that. And I said, why? He's like, well, because that's how it's done. And he showed me in the book where it was done, because I'm a big, if we're going to play the game, we're going to play the rules. And I'm sitting here like, okay, so is the 20th anniversary can we play that instead? Is that still on the table? He's like, yes. I said, okay, good. I tossed my character sheet aside and I said, F that. I was fun. Like, we spent a couple hours one night making characters and talking. And then we, the next night, the second time I'm like, okay, finally, we're going to get into our intros today. He's like, no, we got to do the relationship. I'm like, no,
the what?
I'm done. Yeah,
the
relationship chart. And I'm like, no, I'm done. So I saw the relationship chart. So the other co-host with us, Toby, said, well, I don't see an issue with this. And I'm like, it's a piece of shit. I mean, why can't we just talk about it and go? It's like, we have to fill out this whole piece of paper and we have to draw on it. And I'm just like, no, I don't see a reason.
Do we have to find a hallway to talk about our feelings in?
That's exactly the way I talked about it. I'm like, no. It's like I have to come up with like 4 NPCs. Then I got to come up with you guys. Then I got to come up with 8 more NPCs. This is ridiculously stupid. He's like, so the Witch King turns around and says, Tabletop, would you prefer to play 20th anniversary now? I said, is that finally on the table? He's like, yes, it's on the table. It's on the table. We're good. So we changed it over in the same night. And now we're already ready to start our first session next week, or this Friday, actually, which we are going to stream on Well, I shouldn't say this because I don't know if it was written in stone, but he talked about streaming it on his channel. So we're open because I am looking to stream some actual plays. So please go to the Witch King, like and subscribe, check out his reviews. Check out the Lords of Olympus. That is really good. I've never gotten into it, but I do like the review on it. So I've seen that. So all right. Well, that is everything I have for today. Gentlemen, once again, thank you for coming up to my show. This is Tabletop Junkie. Stay tuned for this week. I have 2 streams, one on Monday, one on Wednesday. The Monday is 2:15. I think that's only going to be a short one. We're just announcing the V plus T3, the virtual tabletop table. We're doing a horror genre using the Fate Core system. I'm only using that because I'm promoting horror, slasher horror, that I call the Legendary Slasher 7. So we're announcing it on Monday, and then we are going to start it on Wednesday. Now, the times have changed because I normally do my show between 2:15 and 3:45, but I changed it to 9:30 to 11:30 because that's when everyone is available. And we have, of course, Jace Fox, Sparta Chris will be showing up for that. And I have the Witch King and Toby. And last time I checked, I haven't heard anything different. Singh is also supposed to be premiering in that adventure as well.
Oh.
So yes. So
Give him fireballs.
Yes. One thing you're going to find out about Ash in a role-playing game is he's the sweetest man ever in reality, but you get him into a role-playing game and he turns into this twisted, horrifying person.
Well, that's why I call it the Legendary Slasher 7. He's going to have to be twisted. We are doing iconic characters from the iconic 80s and 90s movies. We're using Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger. Ironcaster, you've also been invited to that. Think about it. Get back with me.
I'll think about it. Just schedule.
Right. Well, that's why I said 9:30 to 11:30 at night. Yeah, that's PM Eastern, if I didn't make that clear. But I do know you also have other things going on. So if you can't, it's good. I just wanted to extend a courtesy courtesy invitation to you because you are one of my greatest friends in real life, and I wanted to make sure that friendship is still rock solid. So I wanted to make sure you're not excluded from anything, and that includes you too, T-shirted historian. So you like to play role-playing games. I like people who play role-playing games, so you're also invited to that. I am trying to get 7 players, but if it doesn't go to 7, that's fine. I got 5. 5 will work, as they're all being brutally murdered. Anyway, so I say check us out. Stay tuned for this week. It's a lot of good stuff is coming for this week, the last week in April. So, well, that is everything I had. Once again, thank you guys everyone for coming out. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for those who came out to watch me promote them today. I appreciate everyone. We love you guys. This is the Tabletop Junkie telling you guys to work hard, play hard, game on everybody. My famous Tabletop Junkie salute. You guys have a great and wonderful day.